feeling overwhelmed, reacting extremely shitty, and learning to forgive. Hi there, this is another episode of the Rising Tide podcast with Barot, where I share experienced life learnings with you so that you can choose to use it, try it on, or completely ignore it. Today, I am talking about something that happened in this summer 2021, where I had a lot going on and I reacted in a crappy way, to say the least, because I didn't know what else to do. There was so much going on that I didn't handle anything. I just reacted. There was one thing after the other one happening, and it just piled on from my personal life to work, actually work first, then personal projects, then an activity that I was participated in, and it was too much. I didn't realize it then. I was in the middle of it, and today I am not proud of how I behaved at all. What I did afterwards, which took quite a long time, as when I was in it, I was doing the best in the situation that I was in. I can only say that now, looking back, when I was right in the middle of it, I did not understand any of this. I was just living it, not seeing it clear, and I just could not understand why I felt the way that I did, which was overwhelmed, lost, tired, exhausted. I mean, when nobody was at work around me, I had tears going down my face. Outside of work, everything things were coming together, was breaking apart at the same time. It was, and on top of that, I was extremely harsh to myself. So harsh to myself that, not proud of my behavior. Throughout the weeks and month that followed, I slowed down, first of all, with everything that was going around. Started removing things from my life, activities just to take way more time for myself. And I reach out to the people that I acted shitty to, apologizing, and kind of wrapped it up till actually recently, which we're 4 months later, apologizing to these people was actually quite easy in a way, because I know I'd hurt them, and the behavior that I had is not my normal behavior. The hard part still to today is forgiving myself for the behavior I had, because I'm laughing. Wait for it. When I'm sane and everything's good, I know better. I didn't then. Everything that I really truly knew then completely flew out of the window and was non-existent, because I was in the middle of it. And it's a lesson that I will possibly need to relearn later as well. You know, when shit hits the fan and you're right in the middle of it, it's hard to see as clearly as you'd like. And it's only with perspective that you're able to, and it's also by learning. So hopefully the next time this happens, actually this time I realized quite quickly what was going on. And when I had I had a couple of bursts out, I stopped it. I noticed what was going on, and I took a pause. Hopefully the next time, it'll be even faster. And instead of being reactive, my aim is to take action that I choose to take, so that it is more conscious, and does less harm. Things that I want to say when this happens: first of all, you're human. You're human. you can't expect to show up perfectly in every single things you do. Um, yeah, it's part of the human life. You won't realize it until afterwards, and sometimes you won't. People will be telling you stuff, and you just can't hear it. Not right here, right now. Actually, the people who helped me in that time were people who were asking me questions to make me think differently. They weren't the people who were telling me how to behave, how things were done. These people I could not listen to. I could not, it didn't ring a bell. But those who asked questions, who kept showing up, being there, taking time to listen to me ranting on at times and asking me questions so that I would answer them for myself and see things differently, those were golden. And I'm extremely grateful to them. So yeah, this is just sharing a part. It's not at all easy. You come out calmer out of the situation, but you feel a shitloads during it all. And yeah, my wish for you is whenever a situation like this arises is for you to be able to realize what's happening. Take your time, take care of yourself first. You've got to take a time out for yourself. That's there's nothing else that can be done. If you're not just cutting off, like, you've got to recenter, go inwards, and just like take care of yourself and nourish yourself and just protect yourself in a way, not as in putting defenses and ignoring people around you, but if there's so much going on in your life, slow down, because you're not doing anybody any good by just keeping the same pace that you've been keeping. And then forgiving others, apologizing to others, apologizing to others. It's removing your ego from that. That's something that I when I truly make a mistake and I acknowledge I make a mistake, I have no problem apologizing. I'm like, yeah, that's me. I did this, made it happen. And then I just go, okay, this is a situation where we're in. What's the next step? I don't try to hold on to it. The forgiving myself is, like I said, that self-talk inside your head, harsh, very harsh. You're not alone in this. You're not the only one who talks to yourself that way, I can tell you. And that hurts. So being able to say, it doesn't excuse the behavior. That's one thing, sure. It does not excuse the behavior. And at the same time, you're human. You live life. You live emotions. Things happen. Nobody's perfect. You're not perfect. I'm so not perfect. Learn from it. And next time, do better. Choose to act in a different way. That's what we're here for. To learn, grow, and keep loving yourself and all of those around you. That's a wrap. Thanks for listening. If you've taken anything away from this episode, I would be grateful for you to share it with people around you. Either share the link by a WhatsApp message, an email, or on social. I'm grateful. And go ahead and review the podcast wherever you're listening. That always helps as well, so that more people get to see it, share it. And this podcast is sponsored by my own newsletter, which you can find at tarabarot.com, TARABAROT.com, where I share learnings, experience, thoughts that happen during the week, so that you may choose to learn from somebody else. That's one thing I've learned. There's one true shortcut in life, and that's learning from others. So instead of you going through all the mistakes that other people have already gone through it, learn from others, learn what they've learned and apply it to your life. I have done that and accelerated my learning, and you can do that too. Thanks for listening. Till next time. Bye.